We're taught that weather is a force of nature, impersonal, chaotic, driven by pressure systems and temperature gradients. But what if, in the unseen currents of the air, something else is at work? What if a storm could think? And what if it could hate? Welcome to EnfinityCast. I'm your host, Vesper Thorne, and joining me to chase the storm is the brilliant Indra Solis.
It's a pleasure to be here, Vesper. It's a terrifying concept because it reframes every strange weather event. We aren't just talking about freak accidents or one-in-a-million phenomena. We're talking about documented events that suggest a malevolent will and intelligence hiding in plain sight, using clouds and wind as its vessel.
Exactly. Let's start with a case that many listeners might find familiar, in its texture at least, the so-called stalking fog of Blackwood Creek, Oregon. For decades, locals have reported a peculiar, dense fog that rolls in from the hills, but it doesn't behave like normal fog. It doesn't blanket the area. It selects.
Eyewitness accounts are chillingly consistent. Hikers and campers report being singled out. The fog will move against the wind, coiling around a single tent or following a specific person down a trail while the surrounding area remains perfectly clear. The most disturbing reports mention muffled, whispering sounds coming from within the mist, like distorted voices on the edge of hearing.
Meteorologists dismiss it as unique topography creating microclimates, but that doesn't explain the targeting. It doesn't explain the feeling witnesses describe, a palpable sense of being watched, of being hunted by the very air they're breathing.
And it's not always so subtle. Some phenomena are overtly aggressive. Take the infamous Gillespie derecho of 1994. A derecho is already a terrifying, fast-moving line of thunderstorms, but this one was different. It was on a direct path to devastate a small town in rural Kansas, when it suddenly and inexplicably veered north.
But it didn't just veer. It followed the main evacuation route, Route 77, for nearly 12 miles. Radar data shows the storm front twisting and contorting in ways that defy physics, almost as if it were chasing the convoy of fleeing vehicles.
And the damage was surgical. It flattened the Gillespie family farm, the house, the barn, the silos, while leaving the neighboring properties on either side completely untouched. Not a broken window, not a shingle out of place. The official report cited anomalous downdrafts, but the family claimed they were being punished. Old Man Gillespie had sworn he'd never leave that land, and it seems the sky itself decided to evict him.
So what are we dealing with? Is this some kind of planetary consciousness? A Gaian mind lashing out? Or is it something other? Something that has learned to manipulate our atmosphere?
That's the truly frightening question. Is it the planet we live on? Or is it something that lives in its skies? An entity that sees us as nothing more than ants on the ground?
It makes you think. The next time you feel a cold wind on a warm day or see a single dark cloud in a clear blue sky, ask yourself, is it just weather or is it watching you? That's all the time we have for tonight.
Stay safe and maybe stay indoors.
This has been EnfinityCast. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies.